five squad. They get to do one of the coolest things here at Hard Rock Park. They are right here. They get to high five the players as they come out onto the pitch here at Hard Rock Park tonight. How cool is that? You can be a part of it too in a future match by going to SacRepublicFC.com/groups. Pull the flag, be part of the high five squad. Much more.
It's no joke. Dude, it's like, today was just like, this was not
Yeah. Check. 1, 2. I can't hear ourselves though.
Yeah, I can.
1, 2.
We
Oh,
got
there we
you,
go.
David.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's fine. We'll just deal with it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, life is easy with one.
And especially because it was one who's in the past. Way back.
All right, fans, it's going to be a fun night tonight, but we need your help with the starting lineup. So when we say the first name, we need you, the fans, to yell the last name. We're going to get you nice and warmed up with Blake Willie, who's in the starting lineup tonight. So when I say Blake, we need everybody here at home.
The USL on CBS is presented by Best Western Hotel and Resorts, the official hotel partner of the United Soccer League. A brilliant finish, unselfish play, leading head coach Neil Collins picking up the century win against El Paso last Saturday. Well, Lexington needed stoppage time to preserve a 4-match unbeaten streak. Tonight, two of the championship's hottest teams take the pitch in Northern California. It's Sacramento Republic hosting Lexington Sporting Club, and it's brought to you by Crystal Creamery, building strong bones and bodies since 1901. We welcome you pitchside. With me, as always, former Republic midfielder Adam Moffat. I'm Rob McAllister, and once again, we find ourselves in a really important game in the month of July. It doesn't always happen, but Lexington as good as anybody right now in the championship.
They're full of confidence, similar to Sac Republic. They've won a lot of games, and they feel like they're getting that momentum. And it is the middle of July, but these players know it's the second half of the season. They want to start making that push for the playoffs, and both teams are coming into this, as I said, full of confidence and in really good form.
Let's take a look at that form currently. As you see, this is a team that has really maybe not been at their best, but they're finding ways to win. They're +3 goal differential. They've really started to climb up the West after being at the bottom for most of the get-go. Meanwhile, for Sacramento, Adam, if you think about this last 4 matches for Sacramento, only 1 minute in a losing position going back to Birmingham on the road.
That's great. I mean, you've seen them in tough positions this year, and you've got to get stretched and challenged as a team throughout the year, and that's not going to be the case for the rest of the season. I know that, so you've got to prepare yourself as best as you can.
Well, they got Danny Vitiello between the sticks. He's been good as ever, and we'll talk more about him in the broadcast, but this is going to be a big-time matchup. Lexington, Sacramento. We have kickoff coming up.
Rebates. Together, we're creating clean power cities, while SMUD keeps our promise to deliver world-class safety, reliability, and some of the lowest rates in California. The Clean Power City movement is changing the world, one charge at a time. For 99 ways to join the charge, visit cleanpowercity.org.
A personal injury claim is not a lottery prize, and it is never a joke. Whether or not you've been injured in a slip and fall, pedestrian, bicycle, auto, Uber, Lyft, or big rig accident, you need serious, experienced local legal counsel. At Ashton and Price, we have successfully represented Northern California injury victims for over 25 years. Consultation's free, and there's never a fee until we win. Between you and me, we win a lot.
Remember, for the best advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton and Price.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Skip the line and order with our app or online.
The public are on fire!
12 years have been met with hurdle after hurdle, bump after bump. But one thing anyone who's spent any time in the city knows, if one path gets cut off, we find another or create another.
All those in favor? Aye. Passes unanimously.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Crystal Creamery. Building strong bones and bodies since 1901. UC Davis Health, believe in better. And Western Health Advantage insurance plans that balance value and coverage. We'll be back with a starting 11 and kickoff right after this.
At Sky River Casino. Catch all the action with rewards that add up and up. Experience new heights. With 18 restaurants, bars, and lounges, there's something for everyone. Enjoy over 80 table games, more than 2,100 slot machines in our thrilling high-limit room. Savor the win. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Join today at skyriver.com.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
How do you build a community that thrives? By staying active, by working and playing together, and by building strong bones and bodies with food that's simple, local, and fresh. Crystal Creamery has proudly supported Central Valley athletes and athletic programs since 2012, because when you nourish a community, the community thrives. Crystal Creamery, simple, local, fresh.
Welcome back to Sacramento USL Championship Week 20. Let's take a look at our starting 11 brought to you by Teeman Law Firm. Again with the Republic led by Neil Collins. Only one change, Jack Gurr back in the 11, but so far it seems like Neil's really liked what he's seen from his starting group here, and not much to change. You just put Gurr back in where he's positioned.
I think especially defensively, you've had some consistency. They're not giving up many goals, and you start to see the goals go in, so you don't want to switch it up too much.
Take a look now at Lexington, their first trip to Sacramento, and they've got a mix of strikers and attacking players, but Marcus Epps has really been key for them. Badinse's been good. Firmino's had some opportunities. Foster Jago up top, he's going to be fast, he's going to be physical. They've got some dangerous players, and they're being able to find some results as of late. Speaking of just a solid player throughout this first half of the season, maybe your first half MVP in many ways, Michel Benitez for Sacramento, Adam.
Yeah, what a game last week as well. He got the goal, he got the assist, and his work rate is just contagious. What a great signing he's been for this club.
Meanwhile, for Lexington, let's take a look. Marcus Epps, a longtime veteran. We've seen him at Hartford, Tulsa, Phoenix, San Antonio, and so on. 3 goals, 3 assists on the year. He's been critical to their success. They're going to need him again tonight. Lexington in orange, Sacramento in red. Our referee tonight, Joe Dickerson, longtime USL MLS veteran official. And we are about to get going here at Hart Health Park, and another beautiful night in Northern California. Really a summer to remember, as here we are once again, 80 degrees at kick, and a loud crowd here at Hart Health Park ready to go. And as a visitor, Adam, you know you come into a place like this, great crowd, great energy. You're going to want to go out and put your best foot forward for Sacramento. How do they ultimately take some of that visiting energy that they want to showcase in front of these great fans and use it to their advantage?
Use those fans, get them behind you as early as possible, come out aggressive, and just play on the front foot. Early from this game, if Sacramento can get on the ball, make things happen, that is a bit deflating as a visitor.
18 points for Lexington. Sacramento with 23, and the Republic tied for 4th in the standings. And they look to make further moves. They've been on quite a streak as of late. Earlier in the season, a bit of bad luck, maybe some mental lapses late in games. Maybe those have been figured out. Republic with dominating performances as of late. But early here, Lexington with the throw in the first minute of play. Into the box it comes, headed around. It's a little bit dangerous here. Sacramento not cleared yet. Freddie Kleeman gets in front of Jafal. And now Roro will look to send it up the pitch. Makes your heart stop a little bit as the goalkeeper, Danny Video, looking for yet another shutout. He has 6 on the season. He's allowed 12 goals in 15 appearances, 34 saves. And early on, a bit of contact with who else? Sebastian Herrera, 3 goals, 3 assists in his USL Championship season. He's been healthy, and he has been able to really put his impact on these games early, and sometimes, like we saw last week, late in them as well. Watch out for this man. Big body, big runner. Foster Jago has MLS experience, is on loan from RSL out of Salt Lake City. He's got 2 goals for Lexington here in 2025. Cicerone, good step, able to force it. He's going to check the goalkeeper here. It's going to sail a bit too far. Why not Russell Cicerone?
He went for it. I think he had it on. He's a little disappointed, Russell. He wins the ball, and anytime you win it like that, you know the goalkeeper's not expecting it, and he starts backing up. And a little too much on it, but you love the intent. Sacramento's setting up high here, so they're kind of inviting Lexington. If you want to try and play up from the back, go for it. They're going to opt to smack it long. It's about winning this ball.
Brooks Thompson in goal for Lexington tonight. His 6th appearance. He's allowed 5 goals on the season. He split time with Ketterer, and that's almost a bobbled ball there. Logan Ketterer, longtime USL veteran. But early on, maybe a little bit of nerves, maybe not as sharp for Lexington. Sacramento can. They take advantage as Sargent will send this up the pitch. Jack Gurr suffered a bit of cut in a head collision several weeks ago. came out of the game. A.J. Edwards replaced him, and then Edwards getting the start last week against El Paso. Jack Gurr is back. And Neil Collins said, you know, the depth of our team is really been a bonus here as everyone's getting healthy. They feel like their fitness level is high. And have Jack Gurr, Christian Perrano, Luis Felipe, guys like that come off the bench was a huge boost in that victory against El Paso as a foul on Sebastian Herrera a week ago. And you look at this depth, Adam, and I don't know if we've seen a team this deep in Sacramento for many years.
Yeah, and you've got to be prepared. We spoke to Neil Collins, and he loves having that currently, but he knows things can change, right? And it's just being ready. You loved seeing that last week, the players who came into the game. Dominic Vanner was one of them. Huge part of that last goal. Drives forward, hasn't played too much as of late. And then you have Ryan Spalding, who's on the bench as well, who's proven to be very capable in this league as well. So it is great to see, but again, things change quickly, so everyone's got to be ready.
Public also adding some depth. We'll talk more about it at halftime, but Corey Bennett, 15 goals from Las Vegas a season ago. He is about to join this club. Not available tonight, but what another pickup for Sacramento, a double-digit goal scorer. And you add that with Russell Cicerone, Sebastian Herrera, Trevor Ammon on the bench, and you're really starting to build a core. And you know, as Adam, things go, you're really one injury away from not having that depth anymore. And Sacramento making sure that will not potentially be a problem later on. Timmer is going to look over the top. Gurr in a foot race with Sargent. Kieran's got some base. Kieran with a bit of a shove at the end. Not enough. Two guys going shoulder to shoulder there. I don't know.
I don't think that's shoulder. I think he doesn't make a play on the ball and he pushes Gurr. You know, it's, yeah. I think if that's how the referee's going to call it, as long as it's consistent, right? That's you kind of know what to expect.
Thompson hasn't taken either of those goal kicks.
Don't see that often unless he's got a little injury.
Well, then you have Logan Ketterer, so surprising maybe Ketterer doesn't get the start, but this is the man Terry Boss in his first season with Lexington, and he's got them rolling now. New coach. It's sometimes hard to get these pieces. They've made a couple of changes, brought in some loans, sent guys away. Terry, the former standout Pac-12 coach who brought Oregon State into some national prominence. Meanwhile, Rodrigo Lopez here comes across, sent away. Good defending.
That was really good build-up play by the Republic. It was a lot of movement, players dropping in, turning, Cicerone combining. It was well defended in the end by Lexington. Republic had them all over the place. And we'll get a chance from this Atlas disposal corner kick taken by Michel Benitez.
Here's the follow, Willie. On his weaker foot there, and Lexington escapes.
With those ones, it can be a little bit tricky. You know someone's running at you, so what you end up doing is you just strike the ball higher than you need to, rather than waiting half a second more and letting it drop down. And really tough to strike a ball when someone's sprinting at you.
And here comes the pressure from Sacramento. They're going to take this game to Lexington. We've seen LSC try to be a little bit more possession-based this year, try to work it around, and Public do not want to give them much time on the ball. This is a perfectly weighted ball. It's an opportunity early for Lexington as Danny Vidiello goes to ground. And Jagu able to make the run, get in behind that back three. Very few times we've seen that so far this season. And number 33, maybe someone to watch this evening for Lexington.
That was not far away, Kieran Sargent on this left-hand side. Great idea. Just marginally ahead of his striker, but that's, you got to watch the back three. He's got to be careful of that. Anytime Sargent gets higher up, he's going to look to slide those balls in behind.
Nick Ross with a nice denial. Comes all the way back to Brooks Thompson. The Indiana native sends this one up the pitch.
And kicked that well.
And a foul against Sacramento as Foster Ajagu goes to ground just beneath the circle.
They call that an NBA pick.
The illegal screen. Well, before starting any digging project, crucial contact 811. Free service allows utility companies to mark their underground lines, helping to protect the community at the risk of utility line damages. Always call 811 before you dig. Yokin sending this one over the top of Danny Vidiello. On loan from Montreal. He was picked up by Montreal in the 2025 draft here. Some lower level USL experience and has been starting on that left wing for Terry Boss. Sofian Jafal wearing number 3, San Antonio last year. Step Blake Willie this time. Seems like Cicerone Willie really trying to shoot the middle there, trying to see if they can force a turnover. Meanwhile, it's back out wide again. Patient style of play. In there again, Willie. Moments of pressure coming from Lexington.
If you're Sacramento, again, being a modern player, you've got to be comfortable under pressure. And he's onside, Rodrigo Lopez. Timed his run perfectly, and he's got Jack Gurr open in the box.
There's Gurr coming across, stepped and cleared as Seba maybe didn't have the angle he was searching for. Maybe also didn't see Kieran Sargent. But another good buildup from Sacramento to spread it out.
Really well timed. Of course, Russell Cicerone now trying to break away. And just that final ball from Sebastian Herrera couldn't get his target. Jack Gurr was there. It's promising though if you're Republic getting that position where you've got a 2v1 basically going towards their goal, and a lot of players high up the field now though. Got to get back in.
Ball played again in front, and it's Freddie Kleeman able to cut Jago off from that run. Republic Kids Club brought to you by Elk Grove Charter School, back for 2025. Tailored for kids 12 and under. Exclusive match day experiences, perks, and more. Join online. Seba being held by Wu. He's continuing to battle Sargent. Former Houston Dynamo Academy product. Early on here, we've seen Lexington maybe pick some moments of pressure, but also really becoming physical with Desmond Kleeman and Timmer early on.
And they're used to that, you know, and they gotta be ready for that anytime you're playing against. You play against different opponents, obviously, every single week, and they bring different strengths. Being adaptable is one thing as a player as well. You just got to be able to play against a fast guy. You know how you're going to play against him. You're playing against a stronger guy. Lee Desmond, he's on that last one. He was so clever in the run from Benitez and Gurr.
Great touch from Cicerone. Flag is up. What a ball brought down by Rodrigo Lopez right before it comes to Cicerone. Takes it off the quad there. And take another look at this.
And what's so positive for Sacramento is when Russell gets this, he's got options either side. And tough to see whether Jack Gurr straight offside. He probably shouldn't have. If he did, and very tough, tight call. But again, the Republic has options. They Benitez flying down the left, they had Gurr on the right, players through the middle.
Benitez to the right. Easily sent back to Hafferty, and Cicerone is able to win it back. The USL on CBS Sports Network wraps up July with a championship showdown. East meets West, Hartford, New Mexico, Wednesday, July 30th, 5 o'clock on CBS Sports Network. What a performance it was by Sacramento a week ago. 3-0 over El Paso. Sebastian Herrera, Michelle Benitez earning Team of the Week, starting 11. Vidiello, Blake Willie on the bench, and then head coach Neil Collins recognized as Coach of the Week. 5 selections, 19 in total for Sacramento for Team of the Week in 2025. Cicerone's got a little bit of room here. Lays it off to Benitez. Willie now. What a year he is having. He's been spending time in the youth camps, the national teams. He's got 2 assists. And now Jack Gurr whipping this ball in, waiting for a runner. Would have been Herrera. Here comes Nick Ross. Takes an extra step and uses the left foot. And will sail over. Again, there's been some threatening moments by Sacramento at him.
And that one came from across from Jack Gurr. And Sacramento, what they're doing with Michelle Benitez and Jack Gurr is when they have the ball, they're basically wingers, and they're staying higher. Sometimes we see them a little bit deeper, and then you've got a little bit more work to do to get into that final third, but they're starting as high up as they can, which then leads to Jack Gurr whipping a decent ball in, tough to clear, and Nick Ross with a tricky opportunity at the end of it.
Lee Desmond all the way up, Medince, and this will be a Lexington throw.
Even right now on your screen, you can see where Jack Gurr is. He's starting to go high. It's going to be that high option.
With a direct ball over the top, Sargent will find it back towards Thompson. Here comes Sacramento in the press. Lee Desmond headed right back into the outside the 18. Holding is Seba, waiting for Roro. Roro brings it down. Feinchecker inside the 18. Gurr with a shot, and it comes off and unfortunately hit the arm of Jack Gurr after it hit Sargent. But with that, let's step aside here from the California Office of Traffic Safety.
So you're out for a drink. Before that drink turns to drinks, make a plan to get home safe. Just call a friend, a cab, or get a ride share. Whatever you do, don't let drunk drive. Go safely, California.
Lexington, his first 16 minutes showed anything. They're not going to get much time in the center of the park. A lot of turnovers. Russell Cicerone, Blake Willie, Nick Ross, they've been putting pressure on any sloppy little touch. Control, they're right on top of it.
Probably not where they want their number 9. This is missed. Played again by Lexington.
Inviting the pressure and just hoping that opens up a gap like this. Brilliant play. And again, there's some fans in the stand shouting, clear it, don't take the risk, but no risk, no reward. I'm not singling out that fan. He's not going to be listening anyways.
His name's Steve.
Yeah, he's in seat number.
This is a run by Benitez. He's onside, cuts it back in, back up on his feet. Roro! This is the third time tonight we've seen Sacramento skide over the crossbar with a pretty decent look at it.
He's disappointed. He's been picking up really good positions early. He had a little glance at where Jack Gurr was, but he knew he was going to take that touch, set him up himself, and didn't connect properly.
Elk Grove Charter School, they believe nobody succeeds alone. Come see what a flexible education can do for your student. Foul is awarded. Daniel Wu out of North Carolina. Came out of the North Carolina FC Academy. Went to Georgetown. Big East Player of the Year. His third year professionally. Has found a spot as a center back in Lexington here in Sacramento tonight. This is a good run. Opportunity for Lexington. Freddie Kleeman with a denial.
Called into too much action. Could have been Hafferty all the way up there driving forward, and just that final defender, he couldn't get past Freddie Kleeman.
First Atlas disposal corner kick for the visitors. It will be Medince. Previously of Central Valley Fuego out of Fresno. In swinging look here. Driven Will, back post, up in the air, dangerous. Follow up, Hafferty is denied by Nick Ross. And now it's a foot race.
A couple balls dropped into that area, especially that one. It was 20 seconds into the game, and then this one, you don't know where it's going to quite land. Always nervy when that ball bounces in your own penalty box. Sacramento did get away with it, though. Said his name too much. Marcus Epps, job's team to get on it. It's a game changer. He has been in the USL Championship. Make something out of nothing.
Nick Ross goes to ground. Epps play with Portland, New York Red Bulls, Philly of MLS as well. He's smart, crafty, and always kind of shows up in big moments. And even though you may not call his name throughout, he's always a threat. And for Sacramento, you don't want to sleep on number 11. This will be a throw for Lexington. It will be Zenge.
Lexington just looking for low flick on near post.
Sargent awaits, heads it back in. Seba, lay it out. Right back in. Sporting not done yet. Almost a goal here. It's denied. And Willie is held by Wu. And a booking to come with it. What a turn of events. Lexington felt like they had the goal there, Adam, and it was taken away by Sacramento.
I think everyone thought Lexington was going to score that, and then we remembered who's in goal. Danny Vitiello just makes himself big. A little bit fortunate with where the final effort was placed, right at him, but you make yourself big, you move your arms a little bit. And that was the best chance of the game so far, fell to Lexington.
Jago knows how to find space. He's done it a couple times tonight.
This is the Lexington side who really are confident. You can see they're capable of threatening. Roro's getting in behind.
Roro's on the run, takes a step. Roro goes down. Crowd wants more. They won't get it.
I don't know how that's not been given as a corner kick at least. Great run again. He has to time it right when you're not as fast as everyone else. The touch just kind of gets away from him. Good defensive work by Sargent, who does touch the ball, and it is a corner kick.
You're right. So, you know, the fact that it doesn't matter. It's not going to go Republic's way here.
Well, I mean, my thing would be if he's sliding in, doesn't touch the ball, would that not then be a foul? Maybe. I don't know. I don't think it was a foul regardless, but it's definitely a corner kick. Not given. But anyway, back in the action.
Zenge Medice now on, just to the corner, going to the left foot. He's denied again. Look at this from Seba. Seba just shoves him away. And Wu is going to be hit with another foul, and he won't get a yellow because he just got one. But Neil Collins thinks maybe there should be.
With this one, my issue would be why not just let the play continue? If you're going to give the ball to Sacramento, I feel like the advantage was there. And Wu was the one. It looked like initially the foul was given against Herrera for stepping on him. Wasn't, but let the play continue.
Play continuing here for Sacramento. Turning Epps. He's got runners. Hedodokin on the left side. He's able to receive it in the box. Here comes the cross. Freddie Kleeman again. Kleeman's been fantastic in his first 25. Tell you what, at times seems like Sacramento is maybe dominant, but Lexington has had 3 quality looks now.
And really threatening Freddie Kleeman, putting himself, he knows where that ball's going to go.
Another corner. Ball driven well, it's headed high. That's over the top of Firmino. We'll join our text community and get ticket offers. Latest news, exclusive content. Text enter to the number on the screen, or you can scan the QR code to join today. That again, join our text community. Further updates. Vidiello didn't strike this one well. Comes to the feet of Medice. Now it's Ajagu. Ajagu trying to get there. The flag is up. He's offside. A little bit of drama this one. And sometimes we say let the game calm. We see more of this. This is more second half action coming in this first 45, Adam.
It's been lively. Neither side obviously getting a goal yet, but you feel like there's definitely goals in this game.
Flag is up. Benitez, a goal and assist a week ago. He has 2 on the year. He's played a variety of positions for Neil Collins' side. Another turnover. Roro leaves it back for Jack. And now Nick Ross has some options. Finds Cicerone, staying on his feet, poking through. Benitez is pushed in the box. Joe Dickerson says no. The fans are furious. Their hands are up. And they may have a case. Zenge, did he get away with it? Take a look at it when we can.
That was very, very close. The referee deciding that the contact was maybe shoulder to shoulder. It looked like it was very close to Zenge pushing Benitez in the back. We'll probably get another look at it here soon. The fans felt that that was a foul. And it could have been him there, was not given it, but it looked very close.
It's interesting to see Hafferty at times from that center back position work himself into the attack. Does it there. Goes to Sargent here on the left side. Now to Firmino. Cross comes in, the header, and it's sent just wide. Much more dangerous than we thought, and again, Marcus Epps, as we spoke about, Adam.
And get another look at this one. The ball kind of ricochets into the path of Benitez, and yeah, that's a tough one to call. Epps just glanced that header. I think Danny Vitiello has that covered if it does end up going on target. But I think Zangimia got away with one there.
Roro battling with Firmino. Nick Ross comes in to help, but Sargent able to find it. Gurr was streaking. This is over the head of Herrera.
Seen in the USL Championship. It's been spoken about a lot, but no easy games anymore. Every team is capable of beating anyone on any given night. You see this Lexington in their first year in the USL Championship. First time playing Sacramento Republic. They look very well organized. Starting to pick up points.
And their last 5 in all competitions, they're unbeaten, and they have been able to find some late game magic. Up some quality wins. They haven't had a lot of success on the road in the championship. Just one win away from Kentucky. Benitez turning. Patience is the name of this game for Lexington. Jagu, the runner one more time. It goes to Danny Vitiello, and easy enough. Fox 40 officially launched the all-new Fox 40 Plus Smart TV app. Watch all the Republic matches directly from the Smart TV app and Apple TV, Fire TV, and Roku. Seba trying to get there. Will be a throw for Lexington. Cicerone, another takeaway, and he is shut to ground. Four goals, 3 assists for that man in championship play. More than 60 goals in his USL Championship career. We're surveilling. Cicerone's alone in the circle.
When you receive that ball, Jacker, again, first options, look forward, head up. Can I penetrate the back line? And if it's not on, again, being patient, move it around. Sometimes you kind of get stuck and just kind of force things and just, I'm just going to play forward anyway. But I think this club's realizing, hey, let's move it around. Let's make them work. You'd much rather work hard with the ball than without it.
Roro receives it, and it's going to take a deflection off of Wu here. And Jacker goes right down underneath Sargent.
And he's going to get a yellow for it. Or maybe he's not going to get a yellow for it. He's going to sweet talk his way out of that one, Jack Gurr. Hey, buddy. Yeah, that was a little bit reckless. That was very reckless. And Sargent is down on the ground. Great run, though, from Jack Gurr. He was the one who was making that underlapping run, and Roro was just trying to be patient. He was trying to hold it off. He knew that Jack Gurr was getting the run, and Sargent's quick. Jack Gurr's really quick, but Sargent was able to continue, which is a good sign. He was able to make up a couple steps on him.
Sargent with the Dynamo 2, 2024. Tied with Epps with 3 assists.
You'll feel that one in the morning. That was a knee into the back of the calf or whatever that is. Those are always great that next morning in the hotel.
Neil Collins, he's felt plenty of those. Nearly 600 appearances as a player, 35 goals, 7 assists. But last week, as a coach, picked up his 100th victory in USL Championship play. Youngest to do it, 4th coach ever in USLC.
Achievement. It's not easy to do. It's hard enough to keep a job for that long. And obviously, most of those coming with the Tampa Bay Rowdies. We're starting to see them roll in here for Sacramento Republic.
Well, there's so many things out of your control. I mean, player injuries, time of goals, right? I mean, it's in a game where there's not always a lot of scoring. You've got to be able to dictate and have the right pieces. And obviously, Neil getting many of those in Tampa Bay. But here in Sacramento on a multi-year deal. Surveying Medice. The left foot this time. Fall able to keep possession for Lexington on the ground. Mediokin.
Definitely slowed down a little bit this last 10 minutes. Both teams possessing a little bit more, not looking for that incisive pass.
Left-footed swinging ball here. It'll sail away behind Danny Vidiello. And with that, let's hear from Ashton and Price.
A personal injury claim is never a joke. Slip and fall, pedestrian, auto, or big rig accident. You need serious, experienced, local legal counsel. Call Ashton and Price, serious NorCal attorneys for serious people with serious injuries.
Whistle, and Michelle Benitez on the turf. And maybe a warning for Lexington.
Looks like a sore one for Benitez. And that's the consistency from the referee. I think Lexington, you'd have been asking questions if he did receive a yellow card there after Jack Gurr's one. Both left backs able to continue. Other side, Benitez wide open. Nick Ross has a little look and keeps it on the right because he knows he has Jack Gurr.
Gurr's whipping it in. Seba, a little bit of contact with Happerty. And now it's stretched here for Sacramento. Can they find it back? And they do. Benitez, Cicerone. Wu comes out. He takes down Rodrigo Lopez at the ankle, and that's going to be his second yellow. And that's number 2, and means you're gone for the night. And you just got to hope number 8 is okay. He really got buckled underneath there by Wu. And Lexington will be playing 10 men rest of the way. But the scarier thing here, Adam, is just look how Rodrigo Lopez's foot gets caught underneath this.
Yeah, that can result in something really bad, and I don't think he can have any complaints. Wu, it's very clumsy. Rodrigo Lopez is back on his feet.
And Rower, even the one helping him up, saying, "You all right?" All right, well, short night, 37 minutes of action for Wu, and this is going to change this game completely, Adam. Wide open, back and forth. But Lexington does have those strikers up top, so it's interesting. If you're Neil Collins, how are you playing this the rest of the way?
I don't think you want to change too much. I don't think you want to go gung-ho all of a sudden. They're going to get tired. if you keep taking after the ball, looking after the ball. But you do have a little bit more freedom to probe a little bit more. And they are going to sit back more, Lexington. They're probably going to have to sacrifice one of their attacking players, get another defender in there. What would really change things here if Sacramento can punish them with a goal.
Well, the red card presented by Caltrans, the California Office of Traffic Safety, and Terry Boss and his staff. And now I'm going to look over potential formations.
Right I've got that game on my phone. Yeah, and they're gonna have to make changes. But I've played in games where you're up a guy and you kind of like, all right, we're gonna win this game. You take your foot off the gas a little bit. You cannot do that. Well, you can do it, but you might not get what you want from a position that you really should get something from.
Like a little game of Asteroid, maybe going the classic.
I think that's what they were playing there. I'm pretty sure.
Well, a rocket here is probably what it's going to take from Rodrigo Lopez. Appears to be okay. 40th minute now. Lopez, it's denied by Thompson. The follow-up, it's right there for Sacramento as Lee Desmond puts it in the 6. And the visitors breathe a sigh of relief as that one can't find the net. What a stop from Brooks Thompson.
Would have really made things interesting. Keep it going if you're Sacramento. You know there's 5-6 minutes left in this first half.
Gurr with the cross, waiting for it. Willie has to come back for it. Roro gets under his foot. Roro with another opportunity. Willie finds it. Willie is shoved. He says no. Joe Dickerson will not award that penalty there.
Awkward challenge. I think he got the ball. Kind of reached around him.
Gurr cutting in between. And Eddie Oken is whistled for a foul. Another set piece for Sacramento here. Let's take another look at this, Adam. What a brilliant take and a really wonderful save from Brooks Thompson.
Yeah, the double save from the goalkeeper in the end with a follow-up. Lee Desmond, a tight angle, tried to get past him. It was a good hit initially from Roro. And the follow-up denied as well. But Sacramento have a lot of momentum here. Lexington is going to make a substitution as medic ambulance. Substitution.
Nick Firmino will come out of the game, and their veteran center back Kendall Burks.
Yeah, disappointing for Firmino when you're that guy's kind of sacrificed. That happens.
Burks, a youngster, but no stranger to the USL. And he comes into this match as a whole different look. For Terry Boss's side. Benitez, Lopez, who will it be? Again, 10 men for Lexington after 2 yellows to Wu. Roro dropping this one in stride. Wait a minute, here comes Willie. Oh, the foul as the flag goes up first.
What a ball whipped in. I don't think it would have counted regardless. I think the offside flag was up on this near side from the assistant referee. But Sacramento, again, they've got 3-4 minutes and keep this pressure up. You're Lexington, you want to get into the Terry Boss especially. He'd love to get into halftime 0-0. And they can really go through that game plan. Show them that iPad.
Let's see how many points they have. Crystal Creamery has been building strong bones and buys the freshest dairy from the Central Valley since 1901. Taking pride in delivering dairy you can trust. Grab a glass, taste how fresh local can be. Crystal Creamery, simple, local, fresh. Thompson, save of the night. Kept this one level.
Taking goal kicks now as well. He's growing.
Growing in confidence by the moment. His team's down a man. He's going to probably be called on to do much more tonight, too. Saba floats it over for Cicerone. Cicerone chests it down. Russ stays on top of it. Somehow Lexington's able to come away with a denial. It was a team effort, that one. And Cicerone did everything well.
Just that last one, that right leg of Brooks Thompson. This is saving the night for me. Look at that right leg. He just gets enough on it. Cicerone lifts that slightly. You're looking at 1-0 Republic.
How Russ even gets that through. You're right. Great eye, Adam, for catching that on the ground. Been a drama in this one already. 43 minutes into this game, and we've got 2 yellows sent away. Daniel Wu for Lexington, and they're down to 10 men, and Burks came in to replace him as Firmino was brought out of the game. Sava waiting for the run. It's going to be Jack Gurr instead, who splits the lane. Gurr trying to get there and just a little bit indecisive at the last moment as Burks is able to recover.
Yeah, he backed out the challenge, Jack Gurr. He go with the right foot. He ends up thinking of Burks. He saw Burks coming in. He was coming in fast. I think he had enough time in the end to maybe go with his right foot. Great run. Again, the timing of his runs has been brilliant tonight. And Roro, you know, you make the run, Roro's going to find you. And maybe when he gets another look at that one, he'll think, could have gone with it.
Well, at the half, Adam and I will talk about Neil Collins' historic 100th win, as well as the newest addition, Corey Bennett, and what he brings to the Republic in the second half of the season. Sava shielding, battling, fighting with Burks. eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball, free to play. Download now. And 2 minutes of stoppage time here in Sacramento, brought to you by the Sacramento County Department of Health Services. Willie finds it. The Sacramento product can't stay on his feet.
About a minute or so left. There might be one last opportunity for Sacramento if they can get that ball forward. They're being allowed into the attacking half of Lexington a little bit too easy. They are a man down, but what that does allow is Rodrigo Lopez to drop into these little pockets. Jack Gurr to make these runs. The ball's going to keep coming because there's no pressure on the ball.
Gurr whips it in. Cicerone back heel. It's again Thompson wouldn't have found target. What a crafty play from Russell Cicerone, and a lot of coverage though. You see that 10 men has changed a little bit harder to find a lane for Sacramento with Kendall Burks into the game.
Burks Thompson, about 20 seconds he had that ball there. I think.
Speaking of balls, Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the Academy to the big leagues, Select, they're every step of the way.
Going to be it.
And there's the whistle. Republic maybe feeling a bit frustrated they didn't get one. Brooks Thompson with the save of the night so far. Keeps this one leveled even though the visitors are down a man. Rodrigo Lopez looks to continue to fight on here. Here's another 45 minutes to play from Sacramento. The Republic, Lexington Sporting Club. More on the way. Modelo halftime show is next here from the capital of California.
Today we went to the beach, and it was totally worth it.
Stay 3 nights this summer at Best Western and get $50 off a future stay.
3 up top and not 2. Take a 2-1 Hartford.
Hands home at the back post. The Kings of Chaos strike again.
Prinks Tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines. From early mornings to late nights. From fun with friends to winner takes all. From the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prinks Tires will be there for the long haul.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything.
Stay 3 nights this summer at Best Western and get $50 off a future stay.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in.
This week on USL All Access, the new Tampa Bay Rowdies head coach Tom Casciato and the Hartford Athletic head coach Brendan Burke joins us ahead of their big matchup here in Rhode Island.
El Clamaco, one of the crown jewels of the USL Championship, Centerville Bank Stadium takes center stage on CBS. They're healthy. Are the results going to follow? Both coaches break down why they think success is in the future.
Halftime here in Sacramento, brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Let's take a look now at our USL news and notes, brought to you by Best Western. Well, we talked about this earlier. Head coach Neil Collins, 100th championship win, 94 of those coming with Tampa Bay. And Aiden Quinn continues his assault. 56th career assist against Rhode Island. He is now 3rd all-time. Enzo Martinez, the veteran, spent most of his career in the Legion, 128th career goal against NCFC, only 4 behind the league record. And our own Danny Vitiello with the save of the week. Brilliance coming against Eric Cavillo. And no stranger to the save of the week. Vitiello once again keeping his team in the match, letting to a win against El Paso a week ago. More to come here from the Modelo Halftime Show. We'll talk about Neil Collins, Corey Bennett, and more.
12 years we've been met with hurdle after hurdle, bump after bump. But one thing anyone who's spent any time in the city knows, if one path gets cut off, we find another or create another.
All those in favor? Aye. Passes unanimously.
At Sky River Casino, join today for a chance to receive up to $2,500 in free play. Take your loyalty to new heights with rewards that add up and up. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Join today at skyriver.com.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Skip the line and order with our app or online.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
Hello.
Listen up.
Why do you do it?
You ignore the signs and the flashing lights.
Don't you see the work zone?
Seriously? Caltrans is working right there. Right next to your speeding car.
My mom is out there.
That's my dad's truck. That's my papa behind those cones.
So slow down.
Watch out for them. And be alert. How would you feel if that was your dad? Be alert. Be work zone alert.
At Sky River Casino, experience the height of hospitality. With 18 restaurants and bars, there's something for everyone. It's taste on a whole new level. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Join today at skyriver.com.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by Crystal Creamery, building strong bones bodies since 1901. UC Davis Health, believe in better, and Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
Fantastic night in Sacramento. It's State Fair.
It's a little look at Neil Collins and crew. And Sacramento Republic here. Neil Collins got to that 100 wins, the youngest to do it. Many of those coming with the great Scott Neil Collins. And youngest to win 100, 41 years, 10 months, 10 days, 10 and 10. And what a great achievement for him. He doesn't like to talk about it too much, the Scotsman, but it is a fantastic achievement. And I know it's only the first 100. He's got several more to come. And glad we get to see some of that here in Sacramento. A lot of credit to the time at Tampa Bay and the consistency he was able to produce right there.
41? Not bad. 41 years old.
Yeah, he's a youngster.
Yeah. Still old. 185th match, too.
It is 180. So winning, I believe that's over 50%. My partner in the booth has a little technical issue tonight, Rob, or maybe he's just making me work a little bit harder here. But fantastic achievement for Neil Collins. Tonight, he would love to add to that. He'd love to get 101. Should be an interesting second half with Lexington and 0-0 so far. But Sacramento do have this man, Corey Bennett. 15 goals for Las Vegas Lights. A huge, huge reason why they were able to produce such a wonderful run in the USL Championship last year. No, left the league, went to the QE Premier League, and he is back in the USL Championship and not on the bench tonight, but exciting for the Sacramento Republic squad to add a player who's going to be really, really excited. Well, it's State Fair night. And we'll be back for a little bit more halftime action coming up soon.
¿Cómo se crea una comunidad con actitud ganadora? Manteniéndonos activos, trabajando y jugando juntos, fortaleciendo nuestros cuerpos, huesos y músculos con alimentos sanos, frescos y regionales. Crystal Creamery orgullosamente patrocina a atletas y equipos deportivos en el Valle Central de California. Porque cuando nutres a una comunidad, la comunidad prospera. Crystal Creamery. Simple, local, fresh.
We embody passion, grit, and curiosity.
Pushing boundaries and challenging norms.
We challenge each other intellectually
and practice kindness,
leaving a lasting impact wherever we go.
We do hard things the right way,
soaring high and inspiring others to do the same.
It's a mindset and a lifestyle.
It's the way of the Hornet.
At Sky River Casino. Catch all the action with rewards that add up and up. Experience new heights. With 18 restaurants, bars, and lounges, there's something for everyone. Enjoy over 80 table games, more than 2,100 slot machines, and our thrilling high-limit room. Savor the win. Sky's the limit at Sky River Casino. Join today at skyriver.com.
You're nothing short of unique. Your goals, your experiences, but most importantly, your health. Cookie-cutter health coverage just doesn't cut it. Western Health Advantage provides what really matters. Flexible plans that work for your individual needs. Support for healthy obsessions, getting more than the basics. Care that uplifts our community. That's my advantage. Whether you get insurance from an employer or covered California, make the healthy switch and find your advantage at westernhealth.com.
The USL on CBS is presented by Best Western Hotel and Resorts, the official hotel partner of the United Soccer League. Summer in full swing in Sacramento. And let's take a look at our Western Conference scores around the league. Big win is Loudoun starting to slip. Oakland with a 2-0 victory. And Lou City, Tulsa, can you believe it? Both goals coming at the end of the match. The final moments, a 1-1 draw. Orange County, they maybe have found their way. They now a 4-0 victory over the Lights tonight. And the Legion go back and forth. And then the Jägermeister Cup, we got one in. And it is the Rising who find yet another way to pull out some points. Apologies for the technical difficulties at the break there. That is the whistle to start the second. We'll get Adam back in the booth here as soon as we can. He was doing some work on a massive turkey leg. But that hopefully will not put him to sleep for this second half. A lot of action underway. Republic now going against Lexington, who has just 10 men on the field. Is Daniel Wu picking up 2 yellows. The second, a clumsy tackle on Rodrigo Lopez at the 37th minute. Out of the box and near an own goal that would have given Republic the lead. But a brilliant save by Brooks Thompson keeps this game level. And now we're in the second half as Sacramento going toward the north end of the State Fair and the Tower Bridge Battalion. Nick Ross over the top looking for Cicerone. Brooks is there. And Burks came on as a substitute. Firmino came out of the game after Wu was sent away. And there is one change for Lexington as Medince comes out of the game. And Gilbert will replace him. So 2 changes, the former DC United Academy product and Columbus crew into the game, a more defensive-minded game. I think Lexington at this point, if they can sneak out a point, they'll be quite happy. But for the Republic, they want to find 3 points here at home. Lopez with an incredible set piece, but again, Thompson with likely a Save of the Week nominee coming your way. And we remain scoreless into the second half here. Republic 23 points, 26 would put them near the top of the West. In a very tight Western Conference. This Lexington team in the Western Conference. Building well. Sacramento on the ground. Cicerone Thompson again. Goes down to ground in the 6, and a wonderful buildup along that right wing. For Terry Boss, Adam, coming into this second half of play, you're down a man. What are you looking to do? Is the point the goal here, or is it to try to see if you can find a win here?
Definitely try not to concede, and it's going to be hard. They're going to have a lot of pressure, going to keep building up. It's about bending and not breaking. If you're Lexington, Sacramento's going to throw everything at you, and it's a little bit careless, though, from Nick Ross. And if you can, yes, sneak a goal up the other end, you'd love it.
Epps, not cleared.
And these are the moments whenever, if you're Sacramento, if Lexington do decide to throw numbers forward, go quick. Get high up that field as quickly as you can. You will get some space. You had the turkey leg yet, Rob?
Did you finish that turkey leg?
Yeah. Man, whole turkey. Turkey's like 6 legs. It's amazing.
How many calories do you think that is? As Jack Gurr is feeling it in his legs, speaking of.
Just all protein. I think Jack will be good.
It's a lot of protein. First of all, I don't know how you could digest it and feel good in the morning. I mean, that turkey is about as much turkey as you would put on a sandwich for a week and a half at home every day for lunch. They said all protein diet. They didn't mean one turkey leg for the rest of the week. Set piece here for Sacramento. Delivered well, dangerous. Thompson is able to get 2 gloves to it. Nadudikin is unable to send it clear, and it will be another throw.
Keep that pressure on if you're the Republic. Keep that ball in the attacking half as much as possible. And we know we've seen those two combine a couple times this year. Jared Timmer whipping it in, looking for Herrera. He almost hangs in the air, just the way he gets up. Just that time couldn't get high enough to redirect it downwards.
Mayor Herrera. And that's the one thing, sort of bright spot, scored a goal. It's not really the best part. It was with his feet. I mean, Herrera has been, I think Neil Collins said to us, it's the first time I've seen Seba score with his feet. The USL Championship in League One on CBS and ESPN all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis. CBS Galazzo, ESPN Plus, USL Championship, USL League One for more. What a rusher from Lexington. And pushing the back. From Gilbert. Two balls in play. As Benitez tried to get it in quickly. Gilbert, he's running into a couple Republic players here as Seba may have just earned his team a corner kick and does. Really heads up play there. And now it is going to be Michel Benitez. That'll be Rodrigo Lopez instead. The captain calling up his wingback. He's got a play in mind here. Republic set pieces have looked dangerous this year. They'd love to find an answer with just 10 men on the field for Lexington.
Looked like maybe that was a corner kick. Freddie Kleeman's not happy. Did not come off him. And it's definitely the dynamic of this game is going to change with Lexington getting that red card late in the first half, which is a little bit disappointing because it was a kind of an open game. There was chances on both ends. Both sides probably felt like they could have put one or two in the back of the net. Now you're going to see Lexington sit back a little bit. And Sacramento has struggled against teams who do that. You know, they're forced to do it in this kind of situation, Lexington. Well, they don't have to do it. They can be a little bit more open, but with down a man, be very risky. So I fancy that they're going to sit back a little bit more, and Sacramento's got to find ways to break them down. They're unlikely you're going to get that space that we're getting in behind in the first half. Jack Gurr getting in behind, Roro making those runs. When teams sit a little bit deeper, now you've got to play in front of them. You've got to find this feet of Herrera. Maybe you're taking some shots from outside the box.
Searching for a foul. This is played off a Jafal by Nick Ross.
Jared Timmer's down on the ground, and he's going to need some treatment. That's not a good sign. He's holding that left knee. It doesn't look good. Just the way he was signaling. Too sure how that happened. Maybe we'll get a little look at the last action that Jared Timmer was involved in.
He's trying to see both legs feel, and I hope it's not. What always makes me nervous is when there's not a contact. It's kind of in the open field, and
back on his feet, that's a good sign. Definitely he felt something though. And low restore hyper wellness, injury stoppage.
Do more of what you love. Receive a free cryotherapy session, SRF Cryo, when booking. That's Zachary Godik, our new head athletic trainer for Sacramento Republic. Take a look at Jared Timmer.
Looks like he's going to be able to continue, which is a good sign. The way he went down and the way he signaled to the bench, sometimes those are a lot scary. Anything with your knees is a little bit scary. Hopefully he can continue. Jared Timmer doesn't hold him back too much. You don't mind this if you're Lexington, though. Slows down the game a little bit. You're getting closer to that 90-minute mark. Hoping the referee won't be adding as much stoppage time.
Cicerone battling for it. And it will go in Lexington's favor. Well, just how good have Sacramento been? Well, in their last 10 games, Adam, they've allowed just 4 goals in all competitions. And if you look at the last 3 USL Championship matches alone, they've outscored their opponents 7-0. And defensively, you really look and just how good they've been. They've got the goal differential of +10. They've allowed just 12 goals all season long in the USL Championship. And it feels like this team scores 2 goals, it's going to be over. But we've seen some late game heroics by the opponent. I think you erase some of those opportunities, and this Sacramento team is just flying. They've got a good rump here. Roro into the air, taps it down. Roro trying to cross it to Cicerone. He's got Gurr, though. Jack Gurr's denied by Thompson, and his second effort goes over the bar. That was legendary stuff by Rodrigo Lopez, and the hustle from Jack Gurr nearly put a stamp on the end of this one. Look at this from Roro, Adam.
And 2 bites of the cherry. Jack Gurr connects so well on that first one, and the second one just gets the deflection. Good save once again from Brooks Thompson.
He's made 3 quality stops tonight, and they've needed all of them to be big by their young keeper. Roro takes a touch, whips it in. Thompson gets a hand to it. And Roro goes down, trying to break this up. There will be a whistle, and will there be more? Doesn't look like it. But maybe a warning. As Michael Hidedoken was surging up the pitch. And really, you think about counters, have maybe been the biggest weak spot for Sacramento this year, where teams have found success against them. Hidedoken again, going forward. Kajaku, and his attempt is wide.
Tough to get anything from that angle, but the threat is there if Sacramento get a little bit lax. Lexington have shown they are capable of scoring goals. And if you're those players on the field right now, you want to, you know, it's almost the hour mark, and the coach will be looking at the bench, and he's looking to bring people in. So you want to make something happen if you want to stay on that field, and you know, most of them will want to.
+6 goal differential in their last 6 games here.
They probably can afford, Sacramento, they can afford to go a little bit more aggressive with the subs.
Here's Benitez. Roro on the other side. It'll come to Gurr. Gurr will look for another opportunity. Here comes Lee Desmond. It's set clear by Gilbert, the Oregon State man.
Roro came in initially, wasn't far away from it. In the second one, Lee Desmond, he attacks it. He's just half a second late.
Corner kick.
You feel something is coming, though.
Wind blowing back toward Thompson's goal here. Crowd stomping their feet at Hard Health Park. Roro will deliver. Goes through Freddie Kleeman. Maybe lost sight of it. It will be a goal kick now. We'll step in here. Side here from our sponsors, Smud.
SMUD's Clean Power City movement is happening. Hundreds of thousands are taking action, driving electric, making clean power choices, and saving money with SMUD rebates. Together, we're changing the world. For 99 ways to join the charge, visit cleanpowercity.org.
Roro, and he is tripped up. And he's saying, get up. Joe Dickerson. The turnover, this one could be costly. Sacramento numbers forward. And Republic will use a bit of patience here at the hour mark. This is where Neil Collins tends to start to make some changes. But Benitez finding Willie first. Willie.
Attacking half for Sacramento, which also means everyone for Lexington's behind the ball. Which condenses that space.
Cicerone. Maybe try to force it. Solid 5 orange shirts dropping deep. Roro urging his team to continue on. It would be a shame if Rodrigo Lopez doesn't end up with a goal and assist tonight. Some of the touches he have been some of the best we have seen in the USL Championship this season. What a first half, and then some for Rodrigo Lopez.
Yeah, he's looked really sharp tonight, Roro. 38 years of age, still a difference maker on the field. Having him on there is huge, and kind of having him healthy for the remainder of the season is priority number 1.
This could be trouble, and a big collision between Hajagu and Danny Vidiello, and both players just going for it, and Danny Vidiello had to make a decision, and he goes right in to Hajagu. That does not look good, Adam.
That was a hefty challenge. And the ball just checks up, and Vidiello, man, that just the way Hajagu leads with the studs, that is very dangerous. And I think he's fortunate to still be on the field. He's fortunate that didn't catch Danny Vidiello straight in the top of the head.
Well, I think you're right. I mean, the way that the ball just sort of checked up, I think changed everything. I think Vidiello thought it was coming towards him. I think Hajagu thought it was going to continue to go. And
that could have been way worse than it looks like it is. Hopefully, Danny is good to continue. That is part of being a goalkeeper. You're put parts of your body in places you don't really want to put it, but you got to be brave, and good piece of goalkeeping in the end. And good to see Hajagu coming to apologize, and then Danny is telling him like that was reckless.
Neil Collins connecting with his staff there. Vasquez's lead assistant talking about substitutions, because I think for Sacramento too, with Lexington playing down a man since the 37th minute, and they feel like they got to steal this one and find a way to win.
And it could have been down another man there. I do think that I've definitely seen those more times than not. Those are given as a straight red.
And it looked like Hajagu was just trying to bring the ball down, and in fairness, it didn't look like there was intent there. However, it is dangerous, and I think that's where things happen so quickly that, you know, Vidiello coming out of the box.
And Hajagu, yeah, like he's thinking, hey, if I touch this past him, you know, maybe I get him sent off or get the team a goal.
Lehman goes to ground. There will be no whistle from Joe Dickerson. Sacramento force a turnover. It's a little bit wide now for Lexington, and they'll find a way back. Gilbert, Zenge, Russell Cicerone, giving everything he can. And Udoka able to get back up on his feet. Sucked in there. Lexington will take the foul in the restart, and this will be a substitution as Christian Parado comes in for Rodrigo Lopez, who maybe a bit frustrated, like we talked about. It's such a wonderful night going. But again, 38 years of age, they're going to be concerned with his minutes this year. That's just going to be the way it is, unfortunately, for number 8, because here's the truth. You need him at the end of the season, more importantly than you need him right here in July. He'll give way to Christian.
He's replaced by number 10, Christian Parado.
He's predominantly been a starter this year. Had a little bit of an injury. They've moved him back.
Substitution
moved on. He's been back in the 11. And then you have now Christian Parado with all this energy coming into a game, who likes to dribble and go head on it, guys.
And he leads the team in shots, Christian Parado. So you're hoping that'll not only to get a shot last week, he got a goal. Wonderful team goal. Dominic Vanner, Sebastian Herrera with the assist, Pirano with the finish. But getting him on the ball, driving forward with it, committing people, putting them in tough spots. They need to get a little bit more urgency in this. You're now looking at, you had 45 minutes starting the second half to get a goal. Down to 25 minutes. You know, and obviously you don't, I mentioned earlier, you don't want to go all gung-ho all of a sudden, but now you're looking, yeah, there's not as much time left.
Last week they scored 2 of the 3 goals after the 75th minute. This is poked forward. And Gilbert has come on. Defensively has played a positive role. 22 shots for Pirano, 19 for Seba, who's right behind him. What an unselfish goal that was. That third goal in the closing moments. Herrera trusting his teammate. How about that goal from Michel Benitez last week, Adam?
Wonderfully taken on his less dominant foot, finding that far top corner that the goalie's shooting at. In this half, maybe he can reproduce some of that magic. And he is wide open if he can find them. Sometimes you make those extra passes again, it just allows the defenders time to get over. You see Lee Desmond just skipping a guy there. Gives Jared Timmer some space to drive forward into.
This is so frustrating for fans, but here's the truth. Lexington's going to sit back. They're not going to take many chances in this situation, and they're happy to even just send it out of play again.
Because anytime it's out of play, they get to reset and they get to set up that bunker they're sitting in. Look how deep everyone is. Marcus Epps is thinking about applying some pressure, but it's not worth it. Blake Willie's trying to slide in behind.
Well, choosing the right health plan for you and your family is simple. Western Health Advantage. Check out their affordable plans. They've been keeping the community strong for more than 25 years. Go online, westernhealth.com. And again, down 10 to Penn Men here, Lexington. These next 20 minutes are not going to come easy for Sacramento. As they're going to do everything they can to probably eat as much time as they possibly can. And a team that has only 1 win to their name in the USL Championship on the road, Lexington. They're probably not going to be overly aggressive here. No foul given. But Pirano's right back up on his feet. Trying to find Seba. What a direct ball. Willie, can he move it forward? It's going to see Cicerone. There's gaps there, Adam. Timber going up for this. And now springing forward. Danny Vidiello way out of his 18. Hededoken was charging forward, had to get it right.
Gonna see if he was lead with his head there, but opts with the feet.
For Sacramento, what do you need to do here, Adam? How do you try to find some space, find a lane?
Not been able to really find Sebastian Herrera's feet in this second half. And these are the moments where maybe you do just send the ball up to him and look to play off. You're not going to get the space in behind as much. As I mentioned, as Lexington sits deeper and deeper, so you're going to play in front of them. You've got to be moving it, moving quick. And just be mindful of the counter-attack. Well done, Nick Ross. They've been in this situation enough times, Sacramento, so I'm sure they do have a game plan for it.
Timmer whipping it in. Burks gets ahead to it. Pirano now finds it. Out to Gurr.
And you think they're leaving one up. Lexington, they can only leave one player up the field, and you get the three center backs, so one of them can just stay higher up the field. They can keep pushing up.
Willie's got it near the end line, takes the deflection and earns a corner.
And it might be something here. It might be from this Atlas disposal corner kick. This might be the moment that they've been waiting for, Republic. Lexington leaving everyone is in the box. So even if they do clear this, it's going to come out to a Republic player. And you just got to be ready for those second ones.
Benitez delivery. Cicerone was flying in. Felt like it was last touched by Lexington. He's pleading his case. Joe Dickinson will not hear it. It comes back to Brooks Thompson, who again has come up with a couple of massive stops tonight to keep this game level in the 73rd. And with that, let's step aside and hear from our sponsor, Pacific Office Automation.
Pacific Office Automation is your one-stop shop for office technology, copiers and printers, managed IT, unified communications, and more. Visit pacificoffice.com. Pacific Office Automation. Problem solved.
Quick tap. Out comes Vidiello. Had to get it right again. It's 3 times in the second half. Vidiello has had to come and make a play. Benitez. Seba looking to maybe recycle this run. It comes to Gurr. On the ground it goes. Cicerone's in front. Somehow Lexington able to get there again defensively. They have done about as good as a job as you possibly can with 10 men. They're not out of it yet. Here comes Perano. Perano is brought down.
You mentioned Gilbert. He's a massive impact coming in. He's done really well defensively, and he was the one that denied Cicerone getting on the end of it.
Timmer, little back door. Gurr is going to cross this in. Back post. Here's a chance. Michel Benitez. It's cleared again. It was Zenge that time. Benitez. Willie. Here comes the cross. Benitez heads it back. It's Thompson one more time. Easy enough. Former Sporting KC man, and it's more time wasted here. And the moves come out.
Yeah, and the referee, the fans are going to help with this, but the referee's going to have a word with him.
Seriously injured. For the best advice, don't think twice. Call Aston and Price. Free consultation. Misstruck there by Thompson. It will leave another opportunity in the crowd. And the North stands. What a standing ovation for that one. 15 minutes or so to go here in Sacramento. The Republic have the advantage with Lexington down a man. Cicerone heading it back in, looking for a teammate. Willie can't get there in time. And Udoka now on the run. Here comes Lexington. Ajago in the front of him. Out comes Vidiello from the 6 and able to gobble it up. We've seen this counter play out time and time again. Can Sacramento find some similar space a bit here, Adam?
Got to go quickly, move that ball quick. Republic, Jack Gurr, in the last 5 minutes has got in behind twice on that right-hand side, so Sargent's getting a little bit tired. He's put in a good shift.
Republic might make some changes. There's a Lexington player on the turf. The whistle will blow. Cicerone was making a run, getting on that shoulder of Burks and trying to get him to turn.
Some cramp for Marcus Epps. A lot of work. He's done a really good job tonight. And not necessarily how we say Marcus Epps has done a really good job, because typically it's what he does with the ball, but without the ball, really good work rate. Put himself around, closing things in the middle of the park, being disciplined.
It looks like the Republic will make 2 changes. And we'll see what Terry Boss and Lexington will do here in response. And just a reminder, coming up August 9th, 8 o'clock, it's $5 craft beer night. Come out, sip local, and catch all of the action. Get your tickets now.
Think they'll have turkey legs at that one? No.
They may not be. They may not be fresh. Let's put it that way. I guess you had time to finish that turkey leg here.
It's good. I mean, the fried Oreos last week were good. Can't wait. Oh, this is our last state fair game, right?
It is.
I'll come by myself midweek. Try the rest.
And here's those substitutions. Blake Willie will be replaced by Luis Felipe, and then Dominic Bonner comes in the game for Freddie Kleeman. So Desmond, Timmer, Gur, Benitez in the back. And Bonner will mean a 4-3-3 for Neil Collins' side. And what does that look like here as we move forward in the last 15 minutes?
Well, Bonner had a big impact coming into the game last week, driving with the ball. It doesn't look like they've changed too much with the system. Luis Felipe offers another big body in the midfield, but it looks like Michel Benitez has stayed at the back.
So CJ Olney, on loan from Philadelphia Union, made his debut last week, is into the game as a sub for Lexington. As Lexington goes Olney, Ajagu, Ededukan, Gilbert, Jafal, Zenge, Burks, Hafferty, Sargent, and Thompson as their 10. And this ball's played to the left side. Timmer's got to get there and played it just well enough. Holding is Herrera, brought to the ground. Can Pirano get there?
Took a nick off. Pirano.
It's Cicerone, Herrera, Pirano, Vonner, Felipe, Ross, Benitez, Desmond, Timmer, and Gur.
You're up a man, Sacramento. You got to go win that ball. Time is running out. You get just 10 minutes left to go. You have an extra player on the field. You get some new faces on there. Got to start.
Well, here it comes, just on cue. Unfortunately, he can't meet it, but Cicerone, again, unable to get a quality pass to him. Bonner. Benitez has some room. Bonner again, here comes the cross, just trying to serve it in somewhere. And this will hit the flag and will be a throw. Fortunate bounce for the visitors. Bonner, like Pirano, good in one-on-one situations. It may just be what Republic need here. Break down Lexington. Step and misstep. Gur still battling.
Did well there, Jack Gur. That is gonna. This one's definitely going to be a corner kick. Zenge with a little miscommunication from his teammates.
Final 10 minutes of this match in Sacramento. No score. Which you talk about those first 20 minutes. Probably would have thought you're crazy. Pirano driving hard will earn another corner. I mean, it was wide open. There was chances. And then with the second yellow to Daniel Wu, it changed a bit of the complexity of this one. And the Republic had been unable to break down Lexington here. Benitez will try again from the Atlas disposal corner. Near post, right there. Opportunity arrives just over the head of Lee Desmond, who was just sitting on that near post, Adam.
He could reach it, and then you're hoping someone's following it up in behind, and it just goes right through the heart of the penalty box of Lexington.
Timmer inside. This Lexington half as Republic continue to move it around. Vonner just came on as a substitute, drawing 2 men in. Republic need more of that. Now it's Felipe's turn on this left wing. He'll chip across it. Waiting for Seba, tried to redirect in the corner. But those are the kind of moments, Adam, it ultimately wasn't there on target, but you found some opportunities to get one on frame.
It's a good ball from Luis Felipe. And the one thing that made it a little hard for Sebastian Herrera, he had the defender tight on him, but he has to kind of stop it slightly behind him. And to get enough power and redirect that into the corner to beat Brooks Thompson would be very tricky. But that's maybe where they're going to get the success, though, is getting these crosses into the box.
Ooh, high boot from Herrera. I think for Sacramento, too, you don't want to commit fouls because it's just going to eat this clock away. Credit to Lexington here. They have come on the road and they are hanging in, down a man. And they've had some looks in the second half on the counterattack, several in set pieces. And this ball's driven to the corner. Shell Benitez, it's Ajagu who tried to get a look on it, comes back. Lexington threatening here. To the right side it comes Zenge. Easy enough for Vidiello. Vidiello would love to get another clean sheet tonight, but I think he'd love to see his teammates find a way on the other side of the pitch here. Vonner steps it through. Good denial again. I'll tell you what, Gilbert has been the MVP for this Lexington side here tonight.
His job to come into this second half was make sure they don't score on us.
Benitez coming through. Jack Gurr couldn't keep it on low. And it just sails away. That had goal written all over it, Adam.
Yeah, and that's, we're talking about Gilbert, but he was the one that didn't quite get the clearance he should have on there. With his head, it glanced off, felt that Jack Gurr skied his shot.
If you can't watch the match, turn on Sirius XM 157, North America's only 24/7 source of engaging soccer talk. USL All Access Tuesday nights. USL MLS Premier League more. Feel the fans, just the anticipation. Feeling like they've got to be able to find a goal somehow. Pirano's turned his man around. Pirano's now got Gurr on the run. Sargent can't keep up with it. There is the goal, but it's going to be called back. Russell Cicerone.
And it
would have been the game winner.
Yeah, it's called back for a foul by Sebastian Herrera as players are advancing forward. The referee says that Herrera is either pulling someone or tripped someone. And as we get a better look at it, Sebastian Herrera just gets on the screen and he's just pulling the jersey. And it's such a disappointing way to deny that goal.
Burks and Herrera tangled up. Hard to know who initiated it. But that's
frustrating.
Killer.
Yeah, what a well-executed goal as well. And to be fair, the referee did blow the whistle before the ball was in the back of the net. Again, not knowing who the ball would have ended up at if it ends up at Sebastian Herrera, but oh, that's a tough one. You got to keep going though. If you're Republic, that is frustrating, but you know you can break them down.
There's a formula now that Sacramento has started to employ. This one's through. Cicerone, nope, broken up again.
The tough part about that last one, it would have had no impact on the goal. I don't think the defender would have got there regardless. The referee called a foul on it, but
Republic driving forward again. Here comes a cross. Felipe is backpedaling. It comes off of Zenge, and it will be a corner for Sacramento. No Freddie Kleeman as he was brought out of this game, but you do have some guys getting ahead to it. Herrera, one of them. Can Desmond or Timmer find a way here? Out-swinging ball. A lot of bodies being pushed around, and this is Lexington able to get a foot to it between Bonner and Ross. But right back, here come the Republic. They've got that advantage. Step over, Pirano. Pirano's looking for a teammate. He's going to switch the field instead. Lexington dropping back in. This is a ball from Timmer, and this should be a corner. No, it will be a throw. He's just able to keep it this side of the flag. Bonner, Felipe, not on the same page. But that little play there has had some success, at least getting something across the face of goal. But time is ticking for Sacramento. Will be quite disappointed if they can't buy 3 points here tonight. And for Lexington, they will be elated to come into Northern California and find a way to get a point down to 10 men.
Almost an hour being down a man.
Doken. Jafal.
You won't mind this at all. Team from Kentucky just moving around. Eating up time. Maybe, just maybe get the chance at their own.
Majago circling. This ball's low. It's sent down into the arms of Fidiello after a bit of a hop. But those are much more dangerous. Now Sacramento's got to go at them. They are into the 90th. Pirano finding Seba, going against Burst, got a step through. Seba trying to send the cross in, the whistle comes against Sebastian Herrera again. Two late whistles against number 9, and they may be costly.
Looked like he got on the other side of him, and
I mean, how is that any different than Burst holding? I don't understand this.
I'm not sure about that one. That's another tough blow for the Republic. Dangerous area.
It's been a physical match between these two sides. A lot of time here. 7 minutes of stoppage time, brought to you by Sacramento County Department of Health Services. Over the top, Majago should be offside. No flag. And this is Lexington in possession. Pirano trying to win it. It's Gilbert, who's come on and played sensational for this Lexington side. Defensively has kept Republic out of goal. Brooks Thompson, some massive stops. But now Sacramento, could they be moving forward here? Gurr awaits for it, and Republic will settle down. About 6 more minutes left in this game. All they need is one. Toe tap from Gurr, finding Pirano. Pirano feels the pressure. now there is a whistle against Sacramento. Again, it will be Pirano. He will likely be booked. And a high elbow into Joe Hafferty.
Yeah, you like that from Christian Pirano. Just getting him up. Just saying yes, his arms were extended. I did catch him. I'll take the yellow card. Let's go.
Well, Neil Collins is going to give chances here for Trevor Hammond and A.J. Edwards. Jack Kerr is out of the match, and Sebastian Herrera come out of the game. So Trevor Hammond does have 2 goals in the game, first in the season. A PK against Indy, and he was the 5th goal against Las Vegas. This is not a easy one from Benitez. Cicerone staying in this game. As Vonner staying on his feet, being dragged by Olney. Pirano now flying forward. A.J. Edwards just came into the game, his first touch. Fireworks go off in the distance. Sacramento would love to make some of their own here. Here's Pirano! He found target. It just wasn't meant to be. Thompson again out of Muffet. He's had himself a night. You got to give him hats off. And there's the newest Republic striker, Corey Bennett. 15 goals. And he adds a bit of pace up top.
He's probably dying to get out there on the field tonight as a goal scorer. 0-0 game, up a man. That's what you want to be in there for, and we should see him in Republic jersey soon.
If Trevor Hammond can find a way, he's going to make it difficult for Corey Bennett to get on the pitch to him. That's the way it goes, too. Even though someone comes in, it adds more competition, more pressure. Sacramento, can they find something late here? They've been the victim of it too many times in nearly half of the season. They've started to find a way and been one of the better teams in the championship over last month. Pirano's tried to send across and it's deflected. And a step by Timmer. And just brought to the down, and Hafferty with a yellow is shown by Joe Dickerson. That was probably a good yellow to take.
Yeah, smart yellow. Jared Timmer was going to get his head up. A couple players higher up the field. Can they get something from one of these set pieces? They've had a lot of free kicks, corner kicks.
And a 5-10 mile win heading toward goal, so will help you. More importantly, can you find somebody in a red shirt?
Right at the back post, Jared Timmer looks to be unmarked right now.
Ball driven well. It is Timmer. He heads it back in. Here's the touch. It just missed it. It just missed it to the left.
And this looks like, as Lee Desmond hit it, it takes a slight deflection. It's going to be another corner kick for the Republic. Timmer was free.
Call a goal there, partner.
Yeah, Lee Desmond's the one that redirects it towards goal, and it looks like it takes a little touch off someone.
Closing minutes. Benitez. Thompson gets a hand to it. Headed Oken, heavy touch. Benitez crossing it back in. Not cleared yet. Now it's Pirano's turn. He'll chip it wide. Heads it down. Timmer trying to turn it on frame. Can't do so. A.J. Edwards takes a step. He is clipped.
A.J. Edwards hopefully he can get back up, but this was the one. Jared Timmer hits it to Lee Desmond, and it takes a little deflection. Tough with all those bodies in the way, and A.J. Edwards has got to get back up, and if he would have stayed on his, he couldn't stay on his feet. If he wasn't fouled there, A.J. Edwards had a bunch of players at the back post. But he does win his team a corner kick. And this is probably the game right here. Are we going to have fireworks as they're going off in the background.
Stoppage time in Sacramento. Lexington looking to defend. The Republic look to send it in. It goes all the way through. It will be a goal kick, and that may be it.
Yeah, that is very disappointing. Michel Benitez. And that's the game.
And a disappointing result for Sacramento. And that man, Brooks Thompson, has got to feel good about his night. He saved what likely looked to be all but certain a Rodrigo Lopez free kick goal. And Republic can't find one with an hour opportunity with a man down. Just a tough one to swallow. And for Lexington, they've got to feel great about that result, Adam.
It's a victory for them. It really is. I think coming in, if you would have said, hey, you're going to get a point in Sacramento, they would have taken it. But then to say, hey, you're going to be down on for 60 minutes and you're going to get something from it, they would be absolutely delighted.
And 19 shots for Sacramento. Freddie Kleeman with some timely stops. And it didn't, think about shots on target. Republic just didn't even have enough of them. I mean, you go back to just the way that Lexington was able to defend this, and they had guys come in, contribute well, and a lot of credit. And it is a big point for Lexington, who's trying to climb the standings. And this is a team that started off in a really rough position down at the bottom for much of those first couple of months of the year. And now Sacramento will have the point, as will Lexington. 24 for the Republic, 19 for Lexington. Postgame is coming up next.
Movement is happening. Hundreds of thousands have joined the charge. They're taking action, driving electric, making clean power choices, and saving money with SMUD rebates. Together, we're creating clean power cities, while SMUD keeps our promise to deliver world-class safety, reliability, and some of the lowest rates in California. The Clean Power City movement is changing the world, one charge at a time. For 99 ways to join the charge, visit cleanpowercity.org.
How do you build a community that thrives? By staying active, by working and playing together, and by building strong bones and bodies with food that's simple, local, and fresh. Crystal Creamery has proudly supported Central Valley athletes and athletic programs since 2012. Because when you nourish a community, the community thrives. Crystal Creamery, simple, local, fresh.
If we can bring new life into the world, why can't we bring new hope to those who need it most? If we can remove cancer, why can't we remove hunger? If we can rebuild bodies, why can't we rebuild entire communities? Better health takes more than healthcare. UC Davis Health. Believe in better.
This is like a specialty gym that I've never seen in an apartment complex before. It truly is amazing.
There's a little bit of everything. You can go upstairs, do some cardio. Downstairs, there's powerlifting stuff.
Really whatever you need in terms of weights, like barbells. There's rooms to choose from. There's a Pilates room. They have a boxing bag. I would say it's probably the nicest gym that I've had access to.
Yeah, you make it look good.
State Fair continues in Sacramento, California. A final here as another clean sheet by the Republic. And the last 4 USL Championship games, 0 goals allowed. That's the bright spot. Each get a point. Negative spot. Lexington was down 10 men for most of that match. Image of the match brought to you by Power Business Technology. Jack Gerd. And almost a goal there as well. Had a couple looks. 19 shots for Sacramento on the evening. Let's take a look. A lot of action early in this one, Adam. A bit surprising.
It was a good first half. You know, when both teams had 11 men, and this was down to Vitiello, didn't have much to do. He's called into action right there. Felt like header either side of him, and it's probably 1-0 Lexington, but the goalkeeper doing his job. And then this game-changing situation. Wu, clumsy, gets a second yellow card. Sacramento up a man. They almost capitalized straight away. Good piece of goalkeeping. Both saves coming from Brooks Thompson.
And here we go again. Rolo, look at this. Brilliant touches. 1, 2, 3. Here comes Jack. And denied by Thompson again. And the follow-up by Gurr. Cannot find target.
And this was the controversial moment of the game. Russell Cicerone, beautiful goal. Jack Gurr send it across to them. But it was called back from earlier foul by Sebastian Herrera.
And then another look. This is Lee Desmond in the final, actually 20 shots. 6 on target and not enough. And no goals here in this one. And it ends score 0-0, as they say.
Yep, scoreless. And again, the positive for Sacramento, yes. Another clean sheet, that's good. But yeah, disappointing not to get the goals. But let's have a little look. Next week's game, that is a big one in the USL Jägermeister Cup. Sacramento are in a position where they can advance automatically in the tournament.
Couple goals, and we'll see how that Monterey Bay game goes. And it's going to be a fantastic match. Make sure you tune into that one. And then San Antonio on the road. That was a draw here. They're going to want to try to find a way to get a couple points in San Antonio. 1 would be fine, 3 would be best. And then Monterey Bay, big game, as Monterey Bay playing really well here in 2025. I want to thank our entire crew here from Sacramento. For Adam Moffat, I'm Rob McAllister. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And we will see you next Saturday for the Jägermeister Cup against Spokane.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.